Just past low tide, last day of July 2023, going out on a beautiful note. 63 degrees here at 20 of 7. We've got all the usual suspects all lined up. Steve, you can't come out right now. Rex is going to go after the rabbits, and I saw a song sparrow. The rabbit's over there. Rex is over there. There goes the sparrow. Rex was up most of the night, barking out the window. That was really fun, Rex. Thanks. Thank you very little. Last 24 hours ago, we had cold air advection, and that flag was really stiff from the northwest. This morning, it's calm. There are clouds on the northern horizon. There's not much going on. There is a front at the Canadian border. Not sure why there are so many clouds in Maine this morning. Must be a little bit of a warm front trying to form in there. Yesterday morning, Mount Washington got down to 36. This morning, it's 42, so we're in a slightly warmer air mass today. And I think there's going to be enough of a pressure gradient to cause the air to come in from the west, which would be a land breeze, so it may get to 80 degrees at the beaches here in eastern Massachusetts. Not a lot of wind today. The front is going to generate scattered showers and thunderstorms, possibly as far south as Boston this afternoon. The lifted index is -3. That's a unstable atmosphere, and there's a front coming in. And that front's going to come to the south coast and weaken and offer up a couple of more beautiful days with high pressure and comfortable nights for sleeping, low temperatures in the 50s. Mount Washington tomorrow may get close to 32. Some of the Mount Washington, usually the day after something like that happens, we get similar readings in the valleys of northern New England near Whitefield. So we may have some temperatures in the 30s on Wednesday morning. That's going to be the coolest part of summer so far, really, and this week also. High pressure goes offshore after going right over us. And when these cool fronts come in, they sink south, and you can get something developing on them, and that's happening right now. Look at the satellite imagery. Quite the little gale center forming, and the National Hurricane Center says this system well south of Nantucket could even become a tropical storm. We're going to have a tropical storm either way, whether it's the yellow X or the red X. And what's the next name? Emily, I believe, is the next name, if I recall correctly. So we may have the E and the F storms here, but neither one of them are going in the right direction to offer up any surf. That one just south of Nantucket's headed off to the northeast, so swell will stay offshore. Maybe after this next cold front goes by. Next cold front's coming in here Thursday, so not a lot to talk about. On Thursday, we'll have the humidity start to come back up, and by Thursday night and Friday, the dew point comes out of the 60s back to near 70, but until then, the dew point is in the 50s. Just spectacular weather. That's the sparrows singing. No, 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 no. So I had the time lapse of the sunset yesterday. It was spectacular. We were working on. All right, time out. Can I help you with something? How about if I help you back in the door? Let's go this way. Come on. Steve, you want to come out instead? Rex is making too much noise. So yeah, we do get a beautiful view of the sunset facing west, but I couldn't see the moon. Dennis in Winthrop, though. Thank you, Dennis, for sharing. He said it was a beautiful moonrise. The moon is running low in the southern sky, so I didn't really see it all night. I did get up in the middle of the night. I saw Jupiter very bright in the sky as the moon was going down. And I think I might have said the full moon is today a couple times, but I forgot July has 31 days. The full moon is tomorrow. So at sunset yesterday, we were putting in these tomato steaks. Tomato steaks that are 8 feet tall. I mean, these tomatoes, they're passing 7 feet. A foot of this steak is in the ground. And so far, so good. It looks like a great tomato year. Let's check this thermometer. It's just starting to get in the sun. What do you say? 63. So, same. And so I cleaned out all this section of the garden. And the pumpkin is kind of coming up over, and it was supported by the peas I took down. So I'm not sure what to do with the pumpkins. Hopefully I get 1 or 2 pumpkins, but I'm going to take down the rest of the peas. Look at those glories, morning glories. They just grow wild right up the old decaying peas and dill. Anyhow, there's not a lot of weather to talk about, so I thought I'd talk more about the garden. The garden's coming along just fine. Oh man, something dug a hole. Look at that, right next to the steak. I didn't put that hole there. Danny, what's going on? Someone's sabotaging us. What is it? It only ate a portion of the tomato. That's weird that it's another hole over there. I did not dig these holes. The mystery grows. Do rabbits do that? What else? I got other critters down there. A lot of critters around here. Yesterday was a fun day. What are the odds of getting 2 beautiful Sundays in a row in such a kind of dismal summer? We've had so much rain and flooding, but yesterday worked out just beautifully. So I'll leave you with some scenes from yesterday. Rachel, Alexandra, and Danny all contributing. They saw me on my stand-up paddleboard zipping down in Turn Harbor. It's kind of funny. If I put it in fast motion, boy, was I really moving. Yeah, I was visiting the Sullivans and Doug Kent and my friends. It's fun. That video from Hingham looking at Weymouth. And right now we are in Weymouth looking at Quincy, Boston, Quincy, and the ferry's going over to Hingham. And you can see you way up there in Winthrop, Dennis, this morning. That tower's in Winthrop. Then the islands. Danny wants to go out to Grape Island. Well, maybe we'll do that this morning. Way out there is Marblehead through the Hull Gut, and that is Hull. That wind turbine has been shut down for nearly a decade now. People have asked about that. So, it's all about summer by the sea. TK and T-Rex today. Who knows where we'll be tomorrow. Look at these glories. Glorious day. Have a good one. Mid-afternoon, sea breeze has developed after the cold air advection this morning. Look at that sinking air over the ocean. Gorgeous day here in Hingham. It's actually the brightest blue sky we've had all day. And the wind is pretty variable. I found my way to a pretty nice spot here on this unidentified boat under the perfect late July sunshine. Thanks for having me, Deb and Bob.
Hartley.
Okay, so this is now
It's a family name.
Hartley's mom and Hartley's dad.
Anna Ray and Jason. Bobby, Debbie, Tim. Hi, how's it going? This is their dinghy. Oh.
What is that?
.4:30, 77 degrees. Pretty interesting weather today. The instability cumulus formed and then backed off. The wind did come in from the east for a few minutes. Now it's back from the west and the northwest. Just paddled back into that and an outgoing tide. Now about low tide. Just a gorgeous second beautiful Sunday in a row. Some summers that doesn't even happen at all where you get 2 in a row. Anyhow, happened this week. Monday and Tuesday aren't looking too shabby either. Ha 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 ha. Grass is growing faster than we can cut it, huh, Steve? You want to chomp that down? I think it's called switchgrass, and I don't like it. Steve does. Can you dig it? T-Rex thinks you're a weather expert too. He's celebrating. I just told him Dennis McCoy says summer ends on July 27th. He can't wait for it to start snowing again. Steve, on the other hand, I don't think he cares. Just give him a rat or a bird or something. How's the rat and bird population down there, Steve? Steve's on walkabout, but I think we got him somewhat under control. T-Rex is happy just sitting around. Another beautiful Sunday. What are you looking at, Rex? Arr, Rex. What are the odds of 2 beautiful Sundays in a row? Yeah, slim and none. Well, slim 1. That's good. Oh, that's good. Oh, that's good. We're gonna have 8 foot tall tomatoes. Good.